fear of dying. Beholding the spiritual kingdom before death. BD number 6637. September 6, 1956, spiritual death is far more dreadful than physical death. And it is spiritual death which people unconsciously fear if they are frightened to die, for they fear what will happen to them after the death of the body. This fear can befall the very person who does not believe in a continuation of life after death. The soul feels that it is in a wretched state, and it transmits this awareness as fear onto the body, which therefore fights death as long as possible. Fear of death is an involuntary confession of psychological immaturity, for the person lacks all realization and therefore also confidence in God's mercy, in hope for help, which it certainly would always receive if it would call for help. The soul is in utter darkness and unconsciously fears to approach an even darker night. A fully matured soul expects its final hour with complete calm, it longs for deliverance from its bodily shell, it hands itself over to the one in whom it believes, and commends itself to him and his grace. And often such souls are allowed to take a glance into the kingdom that awaits them and can radiantly happy open their eyes, in order to then close them forever and to escape from their body into the kingdom they beheld. Fear of death is a distinct indication of the soul's state, and such souls must be given much help by their fellow human beings so that they will still awaken in the last minute and turn to the one who wants to help and is able to help them. Anyone who witnesses the death struggle and fear of a soul will be able to send a quiet, heartfelt prayer to Jesus Christ if he wants to help this soul to find inner peace. For the soul will feel this help and reach out for the last rescue anchor, and it will be carried by the fellow human being's love when it leaves the body. To Jesus Christ, who will not close his ear to a sincere prayer for help. For this reason people should take especially good care of those who are afraid of dying and who thereby admit that they are still far from the light, from the right realization and therefore also from God. Fear of death confirms that they need help or they would be permeated by blissful calm when they feel that the hour of their departure from this earth is approaching. And it is an act of utmost mercy and love to support a fearful soul, when nothing else can be done but to call upon Jesus Christ himself that he may have mercy on this soul. This loving appeal will be heard and can save the soul so that it will be spared the darkest night. Amen.